Final seconds. Shot clock. Spencer shovels and scores!
Today we're talking about two of the best players in the NCAA. And we have the tallest member of TLN here with us.
What's going on, guys?
RJ, why are you so tall?
Yeah, I don't know. Like 6'2".
We'd appreciate it if you just crouched the entire episode.
Yeah, that would,
like
that
a
would
little,
work.
like right there.
That would work a lot better for us.
Like get down on our level, man.
All right.
But it is good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
I don't want to come out so harsh. The two players we're going to be talking about are Pat Spencer from Loyola.
Here's the quarterback, Spencer. Low pass!
And Kylie Ohlmiller from Stony Brook.
Kylie Ohlmiller, the nation's leader in points. Lefty behind the back.
If you were watching college lacrosse this weekend, you saw Pat Spencer have 12 points against Navy.
Some patience. That's what you do. You give it to your All-American.
He had 4 goals and 8 assists, but none of them were as crazy as his last goal.
Final seconds. Shot clock. Spencer shovels and scores!
Yeah, he did like a really nice kind of slid through and then did like a backhanded Lyle-style goal.
I just think the best part of this goal was like the Loyola attackman in the background, like his reaction to seeing him score that goal.
The backhand shovel for Pat Spencer. He can do it all.
And from one lacrosse filmer to another, shout out to the man who goes by Kiwi who filmed that goal. Really, really well done.
His name is spelled like this, but we couldn't figure out how to pronounce it, so if you know how to pronounce it, comment below. If not, he just goes by Kiwi. Give him a follow on Instagram. Speaking of lacrosse filmers,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Lacrosse filmer in the wild.
whoa,
Taking some photos.
Where did he come from?
Hiding in the bushes.
Wow. Brett is another lacrosse filmer. He's been filming with Maryland. He's recently been filming with Paul Rabel, and he also caught this goal from Tahoga earlier this season. So the thing that makes Pat Spencer so special is his athleticism and his vision. Now, RJ actually went to high school with Pat, and Pat played basketball in high school.
And he was like really, really good. He can dunk the basketball and he can shoot from 3 as well.
Look at that dunk.
That's crazy.
Like, what's up with that? I wish I could
crazy.
dunk like that.
Yeah. I'll probably never be able to dunk.
I can barely even do a layup, man. It's messed up.
Air Spencer.
Oh! So the learning lesson here when you watch Pat Spencer is that you should try and play other sports while you're playing lacrosse. They can really help with your general athleticism, your vision, and just applying different skills from sports into lacrosse. It can be really beneficial.
Comment below what other sports you play and how they help you on the lacrosse field.
Like ping pong.
Maybe not like ping pong.
Not like ping pong?
Like cross-country skiing.
Basketball.
We already did basketball.
We already did basketball.
Okay, just ping pong didn't work for me.
All right, next one.
And now for Kylie Ohlmiller. She's really good, and she gets to play with her sister.
And Kylie Ohlmiller has really stolen the show.
Here she is, dishing it behind the goal to his sister.
This past weekend against Towson, she had 8 points, 6 goals, and 2 assists. But the coolest point she had was this assist at GLE BTB to her sister.
Behind the back, and she assists her sister, Taryn.
And you may remember Kylie from last year on SportsCenter Top 10.
She said she blacked out when she caught this pass on the top 10, and she's like, as she came across her body, she said she doesn't really remember it, but it seemed like she was in total control the whole time.
Kylie also broke the single season scoring record in the NCAA last season, and her sister are ranked number 1 and number 2 in scoring this season. All right, before we go any further, did you guys see UMBC versus Virginia in basketball?
What has happened to Virginia?
No, what happened? Did something crazy happen?
All right.
Flustered because of this persistent performance. From the corner, 3 more.
Just kidding. I saw it. I saw it. It was a joke.
It's a sports show.
Shock and awe. UMBC makes history.
That had to be like the craziest upset I've seen in any sport, and I just love March Madness. Like, there's something about college basketball that's so exciting.
And I grew up in Baltimore County. I'm a big Retrievers fan. I had them beating UVA in my bracket.
Wow.
Just kidding. I
Didn't?
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
No one
RJ,
did, man.
did anyone have that? No, no one had
Maybe
it, right?
a couple UMBC fans. Hey, it's Brett Roberts.
Oh my God.
Coming in the wild.
Is that Brett Roberts? You know, they call them upsets, but isn't it actually really exciting? Like, for the team that wins?
Okay.
I'm just saying, isn't
Oh
it?
my God.
That was the guy I laughed at.
That was good. Yeah,
Isn't it?
okay.
No, but isn't it just like,
All right.
isn't it a really,
That
like,
joke
not,
was upsetting. I'll tell you that much.
it wasn't a joke, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
It
You know
wasn't a
that was
joke, I'm just asking a
That
question.
was a
Like,
joke.
isn't it super happy?
Poll up in the corner.
No.
Was that a joke or was that not a
Okay,
joke?
all right.
That was a
We're
joke.
So not only were there upsets in college basketball, but there was a ton of upsets this weekend in college lacrosse. Starting with Richmond over UNC. Richmond has had a lot of upsets over the years, but I really just can't get over their mascot. Like,
A spider?
I really don't like spiders.
It's messed up, man.
You like spiders?
I don't like spiders, but it's rude to say.
The next upset that we're going to talk about from this weekend was Rutgers over Syracuse. Now, Syracuse hasn't lost to Rutgers since 2004.
But Rutgers is really good this year, as we've seen from some of their past games.
First time in over a decade, Rutgers has knocked off Syracuse.
Even better than like the upset here were these New Jersey announcers like on their call in this one.
Another chance. Rutgers is on fire.
Like that beats not winning since 2004.
Holy jumping Joe, they found their fire here tonight.
And while we're on the topic of New Jersey, I want to just talk about something that's really important. Okay. The Bears in New Jersey, all right? What? We need to save the Bears.
What are you talking about?
Save NJ Bears.
How did that happen? That we're next to
I'm
the
just saying, what were the chances of that?
Your car?
This is not my car.
What is happening?
It's not my car, but that was a crazy coincidence that as we're talking about the Rutgers team, we see this bumper sticker.
That's some Jersey stuff that I don't understand at all. Are there Bears in New Jersey? So RJ posted a video yesterday and actually put it on our community tab. If you guys don't know how to see the community tab on TLN, go here, then click here, and that's the community tab. So RJ posted a video asking you guys to give him questions that we're gonna answer on this episode right here.
All right, Colin, hit me.
Okay, this one comes from a Colin and Samir. It says, who are you and what do you do here?
I do social media for TLN. Both of them know that. I work at the TLN headquarters office in New York City, and I also host the Top 5.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to Boys Latin High School.
And what were you doing before TLN?
So before TLN, I was on the road for 5+ years with Shoot Out for Soldiers, which is a 24-hour lacrosse game that raises money for veteran charities. Travel with them every summer. It's actually where I met you guys.
That is true. All right, this one's from William Burleson. Did you grow up playing lacrosse or did you get into the game later in life?
I got into the game junior year when Shoot Out for Soldiers was founded, and it gave me a chance to travel around the country and meet lacrosse players from like all over. So that was kind of like my immersion into the community. Not like going out and trying out for a team in middle school. It was like meeting folks that came together to play at Shoot Out for Soldiers.
You became a fan first of the sport before you were a player.
100%.
That is super important, I think, for the growth of this game, is that we have more people like RJ who are fans first.
Like being in Boys Latin, like I couldn't have made that middle school team. Like they're
really good.
They're really good.
Extremely good. Avery says PS4 or Xbox?
Xbox.
C. Smith says chicken or steak?
Chicken. But I'll take like a nice medium rare steak if I'm out at a nice joint.
Samuel Kerner says first.
Second.
John Boomer. RJ, have you ever thought about getting a Rabel cut?
I have given that some thought. I've had some like crazy hairstyles back in the day, but I never got like the lines that for you, like they're almost gone, right?
Yeah, they're almost gone. It actually doesn't last that long.
Well, if I did a bet with like Colin, like I feel like Colin's next up for a bet, like I feel like we'd have to do
Guys,
something
I
like
got
that.
an idea. Why don't RJ and Colin bet on the Maryland UNC game that we're going to this Saturday?
What do we have to put on the line?
I'll bring the Clippers to the game.
No. This last question comes from a Brett Roberts. He says, what's your favorite lacrosse moment?
My favorite lacrosse moment is when the Maryland Terrapins won it all last year. I had to endure a lot of heartbreak as like a Maryland fan, so it was finally cool to see them win while I was actually going to the school. I was a senior.
So if you guys want to know more about RJ, check out the Top 5 every week. You can leave some comments and questions for him on that show. And if you want to submit your clips to the Top 5, RJ, how do you do it?
DM us at the Lacrosse Network or at TLN Nation. I live in the DMs. That's where I live. That's my home, the DM. So hit me up there.
Also, RJ hosts, films, and edits that show himself. So if you have questions about how he does that, make sure to comment on the episodes.
And if you have suggestions for what you want to see more on the Top 5, send those our way too. We're always trying to like improve it and make it better for you guys.
TLN is changing and growing, and there's so much happening right now. We're gonna make a video about it and fill you guys in completely very soon. There are so many different ways to get involved in the sport, whether you're a fan like RJ and you wanna talk about the sport, or you're a filmmaker like Brett and you wanna film the sport. There's tons of ways to get involved, and we need more people talking about the sport and sharing stories about the sport. So hopefully that leaves you guys with some inspiration to get out with a camera. We're gonna go out to the Maryland UNC game this weekend here in LA, capture some slow-mo, and be sharing that with you guys very soon. Guys,
it's been fun.
This has been a great episode.
This has been just a fantastic episode. So make sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to TLN, vote in the poll, and we will see you next week. Peace! Is that Brett Roberts?